What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we are going to be showcasing how you can get an easy one-phase kill on Zoetic Lockset, the second encounter boss within the brand new Sundered Doctrine Dungeon, which has just gone live within Destiny 2 episode Heresy. Now that might sound crazy because this is the boss that almost everyone got stuck on within the dungeon contest mode race. This one was incredibly difficult, but there's some cheesy things you can use to make this encounter, and specifically to kill the boss, incredibly fast and easy. And so, let's get started. Now, first of all, earlier today I made a video on how to get the one-phase kill on the final dungeon boss for Sundered Doctrine. That, if you can get that down, is going to be the superior farming strategy, because that boss does drop 2 pieces of loot. However, it's very finicky, it's very inconsistent. With this encounter, even if you don't have literally everything I'm talking about, you can actually really easily still get the one phase. And so if you can't get the final boss one phase, this is 100% the one phase that's going to be the most efficient farm of the brand new Sundered Doctrine weapons, which are absolutely insane, by the way. Make sure you check out the video linked up above. And additionally, I'm going to be making this video and explaining things as if you already know all of the mechanics to this second dungeon encounter. If you don't, please check out my complete guide linked up above. Alright, now, the main thing you need is the Anarchy Exotic Heavy Grenade Launcher. If all 3 people can be using this, that is best. However, you honestly could get away with just 2. In terms of that team composition, you 100% need a Titan. You would really like a Warlock, and the 3rd position is honestly a flex slot. You would prefer a second Titan, but if you have like a second Warlock or even a Hunter, that should be fine. Again, this one phase is not that tight, but you do need as many anarchies as you can get. Now, as for the Titan, guys, you want to be running a Striker Titan, specifically with the new Storm's Keep aspect. This will make it so that you will build up bolt charge when behind your barricade, and then weapons can discharge that bolt charge for hugely damaging lightning bolts. Now, you also definitely want knockout to keep you alive for the rest of the encounter. You want Thunder Crash for sure. Then you want a Rally Barricade for the fastest charge time, and then Pulse Grenade is pretty darn good. Now, as for the aspects here, I've got a Spark of Recharge, Spark of Shock, then you've got Spark of Resistance, and lastly, you need Spark of Frequency. While amplified, you gain bolt charge faster. Now, this is going to work specifically during DPS because of the flashover artifact perk that will give you amplified when you gain max bolt charge. This is key. And another artifact perk you need is Volatile Marksman, because we're using this to get more Storm's Keep barricades. Now, how does that work? Well, this is going to give void weapons volatile rounds when you get precision hits and final blows, and then the boost makes volatile detonations grant class ability energy. So you need to use a fast shooting void primary like this Reckless Oracle, but it can be, any auto rifle or SMG that is void, and then you need to activate the boost by turning on your Tome of Want. So you need to actually slot in things and activate the Ritual of Desire in order to have this working. But then, as you can see, like, it will have the boost on, and you can see it active in your artifact. But that's kind of it. Like, there's some other arc stuff you can use, but it's not essential because they're really just abusing Anarchy plus Storm's Keep. To that end, in terms of an exotic, I was using the Heart of Inmost Light just to increase my ability regen even more so. Now, on top of that, you absolutely want triple arc weapon surge for your Anarchy, as well as a time dilation to make that stuff last longer, guys. So that's what the Titans should be running. As for the Warlock, again, they have an Anarchy on. You want a Well of Radiance for sure, and then our Warlock was using like Phoenix Dive, but Healing Rift would probably be better. You have Incinerator Snap, Healing Grenade, you've got Touch of Flame and Icarus Dash, you've got Ember of Torches, Ember of Benevolence, Ember of Searing, and Ember of Solace. As for the exotic, it's actually really open-ended. We were just using the speaker's sight for even more survivability, because why not? Now, that is really going to be it. And if you are on the Hunter, it's just use an Anarchy if you have one, and probably run Tether for that weaken effect, guys. But keeping all of that in mind, let's talk about the actual DPS phase and what you do. First of all, the positioning. Now, you can technically DPS from anywhere as long as you're able to do all of the stuff we're going to talk about, but a super cheesy spot you can use that will let you effectively ignore all of the ad spawns going on, so you don't need to be running around and, as intensely changing every single wheel to stop. If one's on a wizard, kind of who cares, you can just ignore it, is up here in this left corner. As you can see, simply jump on the last display pillar where the symbol pops up, and then jump up again, and as you can see, all three people can fit up here, and the only thing that shoots you is going to be that big boss, the big dread shriekers, but you have unlimited barricade spawns, so you are just hiding behind them and then peeking out to shoot. In a well, it's pretty much impossible to die. Now, moving on to actually dealing damage, there's some important things to know about. So when it comes to shooting your Anarchy, you want to shoot 2 shots at the bundle of 2 eyeballs, shriekers, whatever, to the left, and another 2 at the further ones to the right. Now that's because the 2 eyeballs on the left kind of share a hitbox, and the 2 eyeballs on the right kind of share a hitbox. You don't need to shoot 1 Anarchy at every single eyeball. Again, a quick 2 to the ones right next to you, and another quick 2 at the other 2 further away should suffice, guys. And then when your Anarchy is down, as you can see, you start absolutely spamming your fast shooting void weapon, because you're getting precision hits so easily. With a 720 auto, it triggers volatile rounds, and then all of these volatile explosions are just gaining you class ability back so fast. That, combined with your Heart of Inmost Light, means that you're going to be spamming your barricade as often as possible. Every time you do, you will gain a stack of 6 bolt charges. So what we're essentially doing is we're ticking the boss with Anarchy, and the reason Anarchy is so good is because the boss is so big, it can have, instead of just 2 ticking at once, all 4 are dealing damage at once. In addition, remember, this boss is actually glitched right now, and even though it's displaying precision damage numbers, you're not actually doing precision damage. It's all just body shots. And if that's the case, use something that doesn't need precision damage, like the Anarchy, right? So again, we are sticking with Anarchy. We are using those constant volatile explosions and other sources to spam as many barricades as possible, and we're just triggering as many of those bolt charge lightning bolts as possible. And as you can see, you absolutely rip through this boss. Now, as for the non-Titan players, they're also going to be sticking with Anarchy, but they don't need to use the Reckless Oracle get your class ability back spam, because that won't influence bolt charge. So instead, just put on a sniper rifle, a fusion rifle, because you're actually right next to this boss here, or whatever else to DPS while your Anarchy is ticking away. But just remember to reapply those Anarchy ticks, when they run out. And guys, there you have it. Again, I want to stress how easy this damage phase is. To give you guys an example, we went in with 1 Warlock and 2 Titans, but actually the gameplay of the first time we did the 1 phase was when 1 Titan, my teammate, forgot to change his build properly, so he went into the damage phase with 6 Anarchy shots. That is it. So he was out of Anarchy almost immediately, and we still got the 1 phase, right? So that should really tell you just how free this is if you do everything right. And the main thing is spamming those storms, keep barricades to get insane bolt charge. Guys, That's going to be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.